Here, Middlesbrough fan. I've been asked to do a quick little video.
Alright everybody, welcome back to another match preview. As you can tell, he's a little bit worse for wear. Do you want to fill him in why you're worse for wear, Stephen?
Well, as I'm a nice, genuine, friendly guy, yesterday I played in a charity football match. Playing for First Fusiliers veterans, which is obviously part of me, against Northern Ireland veterans yesterday. Raised a lot of money for charity. My team won 2-1. I scored both the goals. Winner was a purling free kick curled at the top bins, which you're going to see in a minute. But I was up front with Peter Beardsley. That was the only bad thing about it. But no, he fair play to me. Yeah, he did his course with charity and all. He came along and he didn't have to, but he did, and he was there. And
It was good. I'll let you off for that because that's actually a good thing. And I can't believe you went through a full 90 minutes, to be honest.
I can hardly move my legs at the minute.
No, you've done really well. And the free kick, well, I've seen on social media and all, I put it in here, it was absolutely unreal. And your celebration was questionable.
No, that's the thing I've done all through the army. But my free kick, I couldn't have went any more top bins if I tried.
Oh. That was class. Just goes to show you are actually better than Will Grigg. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll get the score predictions out of the way because there's quite a few. So if you want to get involved, leave a comment in the comment section. We'll mention it in the next match preview. Remember, we're doing a live stream tomorrow, so drop in and come say hello, basically. Right.
I'll have pulled myself around by then.
Hopefully. Elliot Horn, Ian Curry, Sean Pritchard, Thomas
Lana,
I wrote it down. I thought I wrote it down wrong. L. Smith, I'm guessing.
I.
Smith. Chris Godson, Paul Jacques, Thomas Mitchell, James Wilson, and Beastie Boy. And I wrote it down on one of them.
What a name.
Beastie
Boy.
Remember, comment below and you can get a shout out the next match preview. Right, we're going to quickly talk about Middlesbrough first and then we'll get on to us. Middlesbrough, they've had the worst start of the season since 1984-5. They've lost 4, 1-1. And then drew 3.
No, the 1-1 drew 3, lost 3 in the league. They also lost in the cup as well, but that doesn't count.
They got beat off Barnsley, I think it was. But they've conceded 11 goals in the 7 games in the league, which is proper poor defence, let's be honest. So they're conceding practically every game, Stephen.
Now, I've looked at that as well, and they've got a very leaky defence, and which should fill us with confidence because how brilliant we've been going forward with our wingers, with Gooch, Clark, and then obviously with SES up front. We can punish teams, and we've been scoring goals against teams with good defences. And Middlesbrough's got a leaky defence, which is proven so far this season. So hopefully, the way we attack will be too much for them, you know what I mean?
Hopefully it will. There's a few, obviously, players who used to play for Sunderland. You've got Paddy McNair. You've also got, obviously, Duncan Watmore, who was loved there at Sunderland. And do you know what? I like Ryan Giles. I've been watching him quite a while.
You only like him because your brother's called Ryan Giles.
My brother's called Ryan Giles. No, he's a good player, though. He plays on the left-hand side. He's kind of good player for them. But like I say, the defence, with Ross Stewart and Ellis Sims, the best striker, apparently he's been... Blackburn have been looking at him.
And
I didn't believe that.
That's all media shite. That
bullshit, isn't it? I didn't believe that.
If was it what's his name, Bruton Diaz or something? Whatever he's called. If he goes, Blackburn's going to frigging look at Ross Stewart. They'll not be in our league, man. You know what I mean? They got up to a flyer. They won the first 3 games of the season. They've done out since.
But it's not
Stay away from our Ross Stewart.
I didn't think not just be Blackburn looking at him though. If he continues in the vein of form, it's just fucking common sense that teams are going to be looking at him.
He's going to have loads of people looking at him.
Of course he is. Premier League clubs will be looking at him.
Just off what he did last season and the way he started in the Championship, he's proven that he can take it up a level, you know what I mean?
Aye, of course he has. But we're both in agreement here. And I've seen quite a few polls on Twitter regarding this situation that Middlesbrough versus Sunderland is not a derby. Sunderland supporters didn't class it as a derby.
It's not.
He doesn't, I didn't. There's no disrespect that we're just doing it. It's not like Newcastle, you know, where you're getting goosebumps a week beforehand.
Yeah.
You can't sleep underneath the day before. You're thinking about the constant. It doesn't have that same type of feel. I didn't get us wrong. Middlesbrough supporters might think different, but Sunderland supporters we didn't.
But it does like Middlesbrough, they do class it as a derby.
Aye.
So, but I mean, I was on Fans React Live or something on Friday, and there was people on there, and they said that. Middlesbrough class as a derby, so they're always up front more than what we are type thing. They treat it like a derby game, we don't. And like maybe we should treat it like a derby game.
Probably should.
You know.
That's why it's probably always a close game with us.
I mean, to be fair, I was just saying to you before, wasn't I? I mean, Middlesbrough Sunderland games are always shite. They're always a close game. There's not. They're normally the boring games, but it's always close scorelines, either draw or won by 1 goal. You know what I mean? I think tomorrow's going to be different, like, but normally that's the case. You know
Hopefully.
I mean, yes, they've had a bit of a shitty start of the season now, but they've still got Rodrigo Muniz, however you pronounce it.
Aye.
He's got a couple of goals for them. He's a forward. He's a bit lively when he gets the ball like in forward positions. We've got Chuba Akpom, ex-Arsenal boy. He's decent. He's one to watch as well.
Aye.
And they've got Matt Crooks in midfield.
He scored 2 this season.
He's scored 2 this season, and he's been involved with most of the goals as well. So it's ones just to keep their eye on you, our eye on it. Well, not our eye. Them players need to keep their eye on them.
That Crooks scored 10 last season as well, and he plays in the midfield, like you say. So I've got to probably keep an eye on him. But Stephen, score prediction. Do you want to go first, or should I?
3-1. It was a different class. It was a different class. I mean, the referee was a farce. But the players rose above it and we give such a dominating performance, and it was just a joy to watch. It really was, from start to finish. I mean, after the first half, we said on our vlog, we thought it was going to be like another Norwich game where we just had chance after chance after chance, but we just didn't at the back of the net. And then we came out the second half more fired up. So I don't know what Mowbray said to them at half time, but it freaking worked. And they came out and just smashed them like.
Funny, to be honest, the way we played, which should have been 2 or 3 up in the first half. Then the second half, obviously we got the goals. Jack Clark, looking at the match again, because I watched it again, Jack Clark was outstanding. Like,
he was,
wasn't he?
2 assists and a goal.
But where we sit, we couldn't really see the majority of his play, could we? Because he's like
down the far end.
It's a bit of a nightmare to try and judge the game from where we were. But
I think he got man of the match off the official man of the match things. Obviously, I said for me it was probably I think I'll give it to Gooch.
Gooch is Gooch
was brilliant, but like you said, looking back on it, and you look at the goal contributions, I think Clark, it was rightly so, he actually got man of the match.
Probably is, he could have given it to Stuart for getting the 2 goals as well, but you're right.
That's his job.
Well, looking at Gooch, when you were mentioning Gooch, his work rates were second to none. Like, he was up and down,
I remember saying after the game, it was the 92nd minute. We'd played we'd run out. It was the 92nd minute, and Rotherham had the ball, and Gooch was sprinting about as if it was the first 5 minutes. I was thinking, and I was tired watching him. Honestly, I was like, bloody hell, but there was a few players that were just. How fit we look at the minute, it was just brilliant. Like,
well, Tony Mowbray during the week, obviously he's Middlesbrough legend. He was at the stadium and they'd done a statue unveiling, and he was there. So it's going to be, obviously he's going to get I'm assuming he's going to get a nice reception off the.
I'd imagine so. But he's not going off his son. His son, have you not seen that? His son's a season ticket holder at Middlesbrough, and he's fuming that his dad took the Sunderland job.
There we are. Oh my God.
Fuming.
Well, that's the thing. They say there's bigger rivalry than what we do, really do. But like he was there at the statue unveiling, and then obviously it's going to be weird, isn't it? Him going back to Middlesbrough, but as a Sunderland manager, how's he going to?
Well, I think what he said basically, he said he's professional. This is his job now. Course, he's going to do everything he can to bring back the 3 points, and that's all we can ask for him to do.
Right.
Everyone's got your loyalties elsewhere. You know what I mean? It's very rare managers will manage the hometown team, so they'll support somebody else, but they work for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you think it's going to be lineup wise? Do you think he's going to keep it the same?
The lineup,
Do you reckon any of the new signings will be on the bench?
I would like to see. So obviously Mitchu, I would like to see him be on the bench.
But I actually got a Facebook message the other day off someone from Costa Rica.
Aye.
He lived in the place in the town or city that we got Geeson Benoe from, Erendino or something it's pronounced. And he messaged saying that basically him and the people from Costa Rica and where they're from, they're now Sunderland supporters as well because Geeson Benoe came across and doing it. He said and I was like, but to be fair, Sunderland fans have got a bit of a soft spot for Costa Rica anyway because of Oviedo.
Oviedo,
Agent Oviedo, our mate, his mate.
My mate, my best mate. Bennett, I would love to see Bennett. All of these
well, apparently, this lad was saying that Bennett's Costa Rica's big hope for the World Cup in Qatar. So they're expecting big things from him. And basically, he was saying that even though he's only a young'un, they're hoping that he's going to be the one who brings in any kind of success or victories. You know what I mean? Let's be honest, they're not going to win the World Cup, but But it's like he's looking to be their main man. So I'd like to see him involved.
To be honest, Ahmad as well. From Man U, he's not even long ago, Stephen. He was 25 million rising to 40.
Aye.
So he's got to have some talent there, and I wouldn't mind seeing him. Didn't get us wrong. They said he's going to be like. Obviously, we said it before. He's going to be like drip fed into the team. You know what I mean?
But I think they all will be.
Toss them straight in there. But no, it's exciting times.
I think all of their first performances will be cameos off the bench, and then we'll take
couple of cup games or something.
It's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season, and we're going to need every single player we've got in the squad. But yeah, tomorrow, Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. I'm going into it fairly confident because of their start and how we're playing. How leaky their defence is. Us going forward, I think we're going to be too strong for them. Like I said, we'll be doing a live stream, so come along and join us and have a big crack.
So hit the thumbs up.
And subscribe if you're new.
See you in a bit.
How are the lads?
Here, Middlesbrough fan. I've been asked to do a quick little video all about Monday night's game, of course. Us Middlesbrough take on Sunderland at home, Riverside Stadium, Monday night, 8 PM kickoff. And what's going to be a very, very close game, I believe. It's going to be a very, very hard game. Probably more in terms of Middlesbrough. Sunderland are absolutely flying. It kills me to say it. They've had a better start to the season than what we have. We just haven't got going so far. One win so far this season. It's been absolutely terrible. The most goals for the season, I think, as well. So it's not looking great for us. Whereas Sunderland scoring goals, keeping all the clean sheets. Smashed Rotherham last night 3-0. Of course, we got beat by Watford inside the dying embers of that game 2-1. And as I say, so far for us Middlesbrough fans, it's been a dreadful start to the season. It's been a miserable time. Of course, Sunderland, happy days for them, isn't it? But as I say, a little bit of news came out during the week. Alex Neil left Sunderland, went over to Stoke. It blew my mind. I didn't think he'd actually leave. Of course, during his reign at Sunderland, took him up out of League One, gone back to the Championship. Obviously won the playoff final at Wembley, gave all the fans a great day out, and then of course he goes and leaves to Stoke City. Tony Mowbray then pops up and obviously goes to Sunderland, so that was even more mind-boggling for me. But as I say, Tony Mowbray, Boro legend, always will remain a Boro legend, even though he has gone to Sunderland. And I think that he will do a good job there as well, as long as he's backed. Of course, I know Alex Neil was backed, even though he claimed that he wasn't. But as I say, I think Tony Mowbray, as long as he's backed, he should do a good job for Sunderland. And as I say, Monday night, there's obviously going to be goals. As I've already said, Boro can't keep a clean sheet at the minute. It's an absolute nightmare for us Boro fans to obviously watch and see us concede every week. It's doing our nutting. But I've got to back the Boro to win this one, although I think it will be a tough game. I'm going to go for Boro 2, Sunderland 1. We'll see what happens, and hopefully it'll be a good atmosphere and hopefully a good game as well. Cheers for having me on, Gilsey and Steve. May the best team win. Peace out.